TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street919FM.com. News from the Street, 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by the Sea Champion. In the headlines, COVID-19 deaths inch closer to 500, with 16 more deaths recorded on Monday. Ministry of Education staff to start getting vaccinated today. Nurse and prisons officer ambushed and shot in Sangre Grande. And internationally, Uganda's transport minister shot in assassination attempt. Daughter killed in the incident. And now the news in detail. Trinidad and Tobago has recorded 16 new COVID-19 deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 495. In the month of May, 326 COVID-related deaths were reported. Additionally, 271 more have tested positive for COVID-19. Active cases have risen to 9,487. In its 4 p.m. update on Monday, the Ministry of Health indicated that the number of cases reported reflects the samples taken during the period May 22nd to 30th and not in the last 24 hours. To date, 181,698 people have been tested for the virus. The total number of people to have tested positive stands at 23,909. 13,927 people have recovered from the virus. To date, 94,671 people have been vaccinated with one dose, while 1,179 have been fully vaccinated. In other news, the Ministry of Education is rescheduling vaccination appointments of Ministry of Education staff. This has become necessary due to the curfew hours in the 2 holidays this week, as outlined in the Emergency Powers Regulations legal notice. All Education Ministry staff appointments will be rescheduled to Tuesday 1st, Wednesday 2nd, and Friday 4th of June 2021. The staff with previously confirmed vaccination appointments will be contacted to confirm the details of their new appointment date. Meanwhile, Airports Authority of Trinidad and Tobago employees at the A&R Robinson International Airport and workers from other agencies on the compound, 178 in total, are expected to be tested for COVID-19 on Wednesday. The mass testing comes after 2 Airport Authority employees in Tobago died of COVID-19 in the past week. According to reports, rapid COVID-19 tests will be administered, so there would be no mandatory 14 days quarantine. A couple sustained serious injuries after they were ambushed and shot in Sangre Grande while on their way home on Sunday. The victims were identified as 40-year-old Marlon Ali, a prisons officer attached to the Golden Grove prison, and his wife, 46-year-old Tushana McClatchy, a nurse attached to the Sangre Grande Hospital, both of Sangre Grande. According to reports, around 3:35 p.m., Ali was driving with his wife when he slowed down to maneuver his vehicle over a speed bump. He noticed a man standing on the roadway with a gun. The man allegedly pointed the firearm in the direction of the vehicle. The prison's officer heard an explosion and sped off. He then observed his wife bleeding from the face. The man drove to the Sangre Grande Hospital, where his wife was treated for a gunshot wound to the back of her head and right cheek. The prison's officer was also grazed on the head. A 33-year-old suspect of Sangre Grande was arrested in connection with the incident. Internationally, gunmen have attacked and wounded Uganda's transport minister and former army commander, General Katumba Wamala, killing his daughter and driver. Witnesses say men on motorbikes fired several shots at their vehicle near their home in the capital of Kampala. The army says phone calls potentially linked to planning the assassination attempt are being investigated. Soldiers are guarding the hospital where General Wamala is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. He is regarded as one of Uganda's most respected politicians and military men. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by the Sea Champion. Recapping the headlines, COVID-19 deaths inch closer to 500, with 16 more deaths recorded on Monday. Ministry of Education staff to start getting vaccinated today. Nurse and prisons officer ambushed and shot in Sangre Grande, and internationally, Uganda's transport minister shot in assassination attempt, daughter killed in the incident. I am Vanessa Thomas. Good afternoon.